There's one thing holding you back. The fear of rejection and failure. The moment you stop letting rejection control your decisions, something happens. You grow stronger, wilder, freer. Imagine this. You plant a seed. You water it every day. You give it light. You wait. But one day, someone walks by, looks down, and says, "That's never going to grow." You pause. You doubt. Maybe they're right. So you dig it up, replant it, rearrange the soil, and the cycle repeats every time someone else passes by with another opinion. After a while, you stop planting for yourself. You start planting for them, for their approval, their applause, their acceptance. You call it motivation, but it's fear in disguise. Fear of not being chosen, fear of being overlooked. That rejection means you're not enough. But here's the truth that no one tells you. Rejection isn't the opposite of growth. It's the evidence of it. Rejection isn't an indictment on your character. It's people showing you where you no longer belong. You keep mistaking pruning for death, when it's actually preparation. You're not dying. You're clearing space to bloom. You've built your life around avoiding rejection. Every text you rewrite, every job you don't apply for, every confession you swallow before it leaves your mouth, it's all an attempt to stay safe. You tell yourself you're being smart. I'll wait until I'm ready, until I'm perfect, until they say yes. But deep down, you're living on the edge of someone else's approval, afraid that one no will define your worth. It's like tending a garden where you never let anything grow tall enough to cast a shadow, because shadows make people uncomfortable. You trim your edges, mute your colors, soften your voice. And every time someone turns away, you shrink a little more, thinking that's what will finally make them come back. Rejection starts to own you. It dictates what you say, how you act, what dreams you chase. You call it humility, but it's surrender. You call it patience, but it's fear. Here's the shift. Rejection is never really about you. It's about the soil you were planted in. Some ground just can't hold you. When someone says no, all they're saying is, "I'm not your soil." You can twist yourself into shapes trying to fit, but you'll only uproot your spirit. The Stoics understood this well. Epictetus wrote, "When someone is better dressed than you, or receives more praise, remember, you don't know what price they paid for it." Rejection doesn't mean you're unworthy. It means you refused to pay the wrong price. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it's not right, do not do it. If it's not true, do not say it." That includes forcing yourself into spaces that don't honor who you are. The world will always have gatekeepers, but they can only guard what they control. They can't stop you from planting elsewhere. The most dangerous thing you can do is stop waiting for permission. The Stoics treated rejection not as an insult, but as information, a signal. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Rejection is that friction. It's the tool that strips away illusion. Each no carves you into clarity, showing what's truly yours to pursue and what isn't. Because freedom doesn't come from acceptance. It comes from detachment. From no longer needing approval to keep moving. When you stop letting rejection control you, something shifts in your body. You stop chasing gatekeepers and start building your own garden, wall by wall. You stop begging for sunlight and start realizing the sun was yours all along. And the best part? The people who once ignored you will start to notice. Because nothing commands attention like someone who no longer needs it. Here's what you can do right now. First, seek rejection on purpose. Send the email, ask the question, pitch the idea. Every no you collect is a scar that proves you're growing roots where others gave up. Second, separate your identity from the outcome. You are not their decision. You are your effort. Their rejection changes nothing about your capacity to act again. Third, plant again, always. Don't let one wilted season convince you the soil is dead. It's just resting. The Stoics would tell you, focus only on what you can control, the planting, not the harvest. You've spent too long pruning yourself for other people's comfort, too long mistaking rejection for failure, when it's really the map to where you belong. You don't need to beg to be watered. You are the rain. Every no is just another gust of wind bending you toward the light. Every door that closes frees you from walking the wrong hallway. Stop letting rejection define your worth. Let it refine your direction. Because one day, you'll look back at all the times you were turned away, and you'll realize those weren't rejections, they were redirections. You were never meant to fit in every garden. You were meant to grow on your own. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who's been shrinking themselves for approval, someone who's tired of being uprooted by rejection. And here's my challenge. For the next 7 days, go out and invite rejection once. Not because you want to fail, but because you refuse to be ruled by fear. Remember, rejection doesn't kill growth. Avoidance does. You are not the seed that needs approval to grow. You are the garden. And the moment you stop letting rejection control you, you finally realize you were never broken. You were blooming.